Welcome, teenies new and old, to Wits and Crits, a roundtable Q&A style podcast hosted by me, your dice goblin and resident vanilla guard boy loving ship gremlin, Hayden Davio. I'm the player for Aviana Kolesh, Regan Alis, and Fionnuala Ione. For those of you who are finding us for the first time, hi, hello, we are Nat 19. We're a group of actors, performers, and improvisers who have come together through our love of storytelling and mutual nerdery. Today on the show I have Anna Garcia. And for the first time ever, we have the one, the only, Justice Washington, also known as Sadie. What up, boy? Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. So why don't you fine folks go ahead and introduce yourselves? We'll start with na.
Hello, I am Anna Garcia. You can also call me Squeaky Chiona, or Squeaky is just fine. I play Monilay Industries in DMS. That was Tristan coughing. I play Lilia Laporte in Gilligan's Grave, and I also played Constance Colibri in the Crystal Tieflings one-shot.
Yay! And what about you, Justice?
Hi, I'm Justice. Also known as Segi VA on the internet. Find it. I play Skarn.
Just
yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
That's about
Does our
it.
boy have a last name, or is it just Skarn?
Technically, it's another rock.
He's adopted.
He's adopted.
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
that's the thing.
I've seen episode 1.
He's
That
adopted.
It's Isthium.
Isthium, yes. I know it was like something. It's like, hey man, I don't know. All I know is I got the fam.
Look, it's okay. I didn't know what my first name was for the first 5 years of my life.
Honestly, real.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, similar.
That's a true fact.
Similar fact. I thought everybody was naming me a nickname. Nah, turns to find out, oh, this ain't a nickname? So when my older brother was calling me Malik, that was just my middle name. Okay. I thought that
mine
was
wasn't
the
even
real.
that. Everybody was calling me a nickname.
Oh, so it
then
was
when-
actual gaslighting.
Yeah, so then when kindergarten started, it was like, Anna? Are you Anna? Like, no, I did the...
Like, Emma?
Emma? I don't know, Emma.
I?
I don't know, I thought my name was Tutti, what do you mean?
Oh my god. How to fuck a kid up 101.
Yup.
God. Well, for those of you who don't know how our show works, or those who are new to the show, hi Justice.
Hey.
So how this works is I've got my smexy little dice tower here, and I've got a couple dice right here. Clicks. I'm gonna roll a d4 to determine who I will be asking a question to, and I will roll a secondary dice to determine which question. And sometimes I decide another question is more fun or more on topic of something we had previously talked about. So, first roll. Beep, beep, beep. Well, isn't that just perfect? It's for Justice!
How did I know?
Okay. So it's for Skarn. Shocking, I know.
Mm-hmm.
You play so many characters on our show.
Oh my god!
So
It's for Skarn, I would have never known.
you would never guess, bro. We all know and love the current Skarn.
Mm-hmm.
But were there any cool ideas you had for him as a character when you were creating him that just you decided not to go to, or things that might not have fit? So what was the creation of Skarn kind of like for you?
Well, I mean, like, I kind of didn't truly create him. I just kind of was like, yeah, that's just, I'm really just gonna evoke me, but less. You know what I mean? Honestly, I kind of just gave him my personality and was like, he's adopted. I gotta give him anime pro tag energy, you know, for some reason. I don't know.
Honestly, everyone's first OC is just them with better hair.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, I was just like, I felt like it. I'm not interesting when it comes to this. I'm sorry. It's literally the first thing that came to my mind. I truly was just like, yeah, that one.
No, it's okay. It takes time. You have to nurture.
I'm not a
little
character
seed.
creator. That's the thing. I don't do that.
You gotta nurture that character.
Oh, it ain't a nurture
creator
thing. I'm just stupid.
No, you're not. We'll fight you.
No, intentionally. I did
Look,
that on
if I
purpose.
can-
I graduated school in 2018 and I left that behind me. Never again. We're
wow,
not
you're a
smart
baby.
again. Yeah, I'm a child. Trust me.
Oh my
No, I didn't know. Y'all, I'm a baby. Don't worry about it.
The
Wait,
voice is
high
deceiving.
Mm-hmm. No, college.
Okay.
Oh, never
okay.
mind.
I was like,
Never mind.
College.
what?
Still younger than me, but never mind.
Sorry. I was like, how old are you saying?
No, I'm 28.
Okay, we're the same age. I was like, I swore we were the same age.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I'm not that young.
I didn't know
I'm
you
young,
were
but I'm
younger
not
than
that
Brayden.
young.
Damn.
No.
Before that revelation, I was gonna say if I can grow a fucking green onion by sticking it in a cup of water, we can nurture a metaphorical seed.
I understand.
So, I want to elaborate on that because this is how I do my show. I want to know why choose like the race or species that you went with for Skarn, and how did you determine that you wanted to be from a family of capybaras or capihatos? My bad, because I got
that one was for the bit. Being a part of the Capihado family was straight up for the bit, because Logan said, "Yeah, there's gonna be a group like of Capihados that like take over." And I was like, "Nice. That's my family. Yeah, nice. I'm living there. I'm living. How am I? I'm not a. How am I? I don't want to be a Capihado. How am I gonna make this work? I'm truly a for the bit type of person. I'm serious. 90% of my life is either spite or for the bit.
Vine.
There's two versions. There are two wolves inside of you. All right. Like, I truly was just like, this one's for the bit. And I was like, how can I make this more fun? I'm kind of tall. He should be really tall. Because, like, I kind of have that comparison with my family. Not like, it's mostly with, like, extended or, like, either my mom or something else like that. Just like, yeah, usually folks are shorter than me. But what if it was, like, double that? And he has a complex against him being not big enough for the ones who are too big. But still, he's taller than everybody else, so everybody thinks he's a fucking dumbass. All right?
I love that. I love that so much. But sometimes the best things start from a bit, and then they blossom into something
really.
so good.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, some of my best and most like well-received characters have been ones where me and Cody were like, wouldn't it be funny if we did this instead of whatever the hell serious idea I actually had? Wouldn't this be funny? And then they were like the most popular character. So like
No, keep going.
I was gonna say there's just something pure about that, and I think other people feel it, and that's why they just love it.
Yeah, it comes from a very pure place of joy. And I think that's why it reads so well. Like, I'm a gush at you a little bit, Justice. I was watching, like, the first episode. I was just chilling. And as soon as we, like, everything got to, like, Skarn's house to, like, say hi to his whole family, my heart, like, grew 3 sizes. I was like, I love how he interacts with his family. He picked up his mom.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking cute thing about it.
It was so cute.
He just unintentionally starts cleaning once he gets home because that's just how he's always been. He's always been a worker, but like not in a like, oh, you have to do this. It's like dad taught him discipline as a kid and it just is natural for him. And they're fucking capiados. You're not gonna look at your adoptive mom and she's a literal capybara and you're like, oh, I love you.
No, Mom, I can hang the laundry. Don't worry.
No, don't worry.
Mama,
Like that's his whole thing. He never gets like he's not mad at anybody except for his siblings.
That's so real.
And that's just sibling shit, you know?
Yeah. I love that so much. But yeah, no, I love me some Skarn. I'm loving the campaign so far. Also, the latest thumbnail that I got. Or like not the latest one, but the week prior. Damn. I don't even know who they were. And I sent Logan a gif of Bao barking was my only response before I posted that shit.
Again, like I told you, literally, I don't know if it ended up being in the Twitch VOD, but I was like, I feel attacked! I'm being attacked! Who is this man?
Like, this is targeted?
This is targeted, this is bullshit.
It's so funny. But hell yeah. Thank you for your response. We're gonna roll. It's for both of you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Haboo. Okay. Okay. For both of yous, Lilia and Skarn have known each other the longest out of anyone in the party. How did they meet? How long do you think it took for them to form the relationship they have now? And how would you best describe said relationship? If you're willing to share. Unless you want to tell me to F off, which, you know what, so valid.
Well, there's a funny, I guess, a somewhat funny story about this, because when Gilligan's grave was still being, like, planned out and stuff, Logan had put Segi and I into a chat to be like, okay, guys, so your characters might know each other. Figure it out.
Yeah, basically.
and when I tell you, this chat was dead.
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 Silent.
Nothing. Until I was like, so Logan, we don't know each other. So it's awkward to start a conversation. Maybe.
This is like, wait a minute. Oh, no, go for it.
So it was like, maybe it could help if we had like a little questionnaire that we can like formulate something around, because like I'm completely drawing a blank. And it's probably Segi's probably feeling that way too.
Yeah, definitely.
So Logan threw up some questions, and we took our sweet ass fucking time. We took our sweet ass fucking time answering these goddamn questions, but we did it. And then, and this is something I noticed about both of our answers, we were both very like, they know each other, their families probably know each other, they're probably pretty familiar and comfortable with each other. But do they know each other?
It's not, it's like
we
the
played it so
acquaintance
safe.
level.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, they know each other, their families have known each other, but it's like, you and your like friends, your like mom's friend who are just like, hey,
yeah,
we're the same age.
Yeah,
it's like they kind of
eventually, of course,
together.
like
it was like our moms are better friends than us.
Yeah.
So we only know each other because of our moms, and that was that thing where it was like, as I looked at these questions, like we're both definitely playing it safe, understandably so. You never want to assume anything. You never want to feel like you're like coming on too strong. At least that's how I felt. So then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna game one. I'm just gonna feel whatever vibe Skarn gives off. I'm gonna feel whatever like vibe Lilia gives off. And she's a gremlin. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a gremlin.
A hot minute.
Yeah, it's basically gremlin energy. Gremlin and her like her handler with the leash, just like.
Now, to me, they kind of give off, like, not quite childhood friend vibes, but they give, like, we met in middle school.
Yeah. Like, we
met
vibe with each other enough, you know?
It was like, it was like, yeah, it's like, we vibed with middle school, and then we were, like, pretty besties during high school, and now you're stuck with me. That's the vibe that they give now, So they've known each other for at least the Somnus Domina equivalent of middle school. Like 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade.
That paints, honestly, such a picture that just makes so much sense. Like, that's honestly, that's so good.
We didn't even, Segi and I didn't even talk or really
no.
Go into, it just happened.
It kind of worked out.
I was like, this is the vibe, let's go, and it happened.
I love it.
I enjoy yes-anding instead of pre-planning, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I love rolling off tables so much.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of taken, like, in recent years with, like, roleplay, I've taken the Aaron and Spencer approach, where if you tell me I know somebody, or, like, that something happened in my history, bet I'll fucking roll with that shit. I'll yes and the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep.
So I love that so much.
It's so much easier to just be like, okay, so, like, this is how we're doing this.
Yeah, you just roll with it.
As soon as Logan was like, you're at his where he sleeps.
Yeah,
and
it's
he
like,
needs to wake up
I
to get
sleep
to work.
in the
and it was
tavern.
I was like, oh, this is understandable. Wake the fuck up. You're oversleeping again. Let's go. Top to work. Let's go.
Stop. Stop.
It was like a switch, just done. Let's
Like,
go.
got it. I understand this.
I know the assignment.
It's so good.
I didn't even study.
Like, I'm just that good, baby.
There you go.
Bitch came to the test blind.
What's the test? Yeah, GABBA.
Oh, we had a test?
We had a test
today?
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit, multiple guests?
Like, I'm gonna roll a dice and
Give me that
whichever
Scantron. Yeah, I got
Draw
this.
smiley face and get
There
100.
you go. Here ya.
Work of art.
Yep.
Beautiful.
He's like, I'm gonna draw a face and then erase it, and it's a perfect circle. Did it. Oh, it's so good. I love that so much.
Mhm.
It's another one for both of you, apparently.
Oh.
Okay. I was hoping this would get answered. So, question for both of you, for Skarn and Lilia. What do your characters think about their new teammates? Who's the most annoying?
Oh. You go first.
Okay. No, okay. Skarn wants, like, on the outside, he wants to say Lilia is the most annoying because that's just what he wants to say. But it's the most annoying, truly, in his heart of hearts, even though he wants this kid to be so cool. He wants to make this kid work, but Lori is annoying him. Like, the kid's trying, just like every woman that he walks around, and like Skarn may be a womanizer, but on the outside he is very suave.
Oh,
So
you're a
he's
womanizer?
looking at this kid. Look, he's looking at this kid. He's just like, stop.
Stop.
You're scaring the host.
You're
Stop.
scared. We ain't gonna get no bitches if you keep scaring them up.
Stop. Like, the entire time. But every time he can't really say anything because he's like, you gotta learn yourself, you know. He's got to get slapped one of these days.
Gotta learn the hard way.
Yep.
He's not gonna learn unless it's gonna happen.
It's a rite of passage.
Oh.
Other than that, Pepper is on Skarn's side. Pepper is more of an anomaly in the fact that he doesn't know what to do with her. He's like, you know too much, but also kind of funny. What are you? What are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Skarn's not seeing through it, but he's kind of seeing through it. Also, there's a cop.
Yeah. The way you
He's
said
been
that,
following
it's
us
like, what
around
are
for a
you?
while.
I pictured Skarn like
Yeah.
lifting Pepper up but by her cheeks. So
What
it's just like,
are you?
what are you? Just like her little feeties dangling, squishing her by the cheeks, just looking at her like, But yeah, there's this fucking cop, Desmond. I mean, what? Anyway.
Honestly, he likes Desmond. Not in a like, yeah, authority, da 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 da. More so, just like he's seen through the facade of the cop and knows this man is kind of chill.
Yeah.
But also, God damn it, why has he got a cop all the time?
Why is it gotta be a fucking
Well, you have to be a
cop?
responsible adult.
Yeah, like actually. I'll take this guy out for drinks.
Loosen him up. What about Lilia?
So, I could have for the bit when like, well, she wants to say Skyne. Because I have to deal with all his bullshit.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, it's funny that it's like Scar's a womanizer. It's like, oh yeah? Well, you've never flirted with me before.
Mm-hmm.
What's that all about?
Don't worry about it.
So she wants to say scared because, but it's kind of getting a little bit tied between Lori and Pepper. More so Lori, but there's the part where she's like, she wouldn't want to say Lori because he's just a kid. Like, everybody's been a kid. Everybody's been annoying. Everybody's, like, had that phase. And there's also the thing, too, it's like she wants to, like, keep him, like, peppy and confident and, like, not shit on his dreams. But at the same time, it's like he is constantly flirting with her. And it's just like, you just need to be 5 years older and I can slap you.
Yep.
But I can't, you're dead. But, and then with Pepper, this is a little bit more close to, like, the recent-ish, session 9. Just in case, like, a session happens that before this gets released, where, she's noticed a couple things about Pepper, because she's seen, being a part of the BBTA, she's seen many types of people. So she's familiar with the ins and outs of some people. And she's noticed a couple things about Pepper that don't quite align. And when she noticed these things, I was like, oh. And then I noticed things. And I'm not going to say them because I don't want the audience to start sifting through things with a fine-tooth comb. Don't fucking do it. I see you doing it. Don't do it. Just let it happen. But Pepper seems to know stuff and asks a lot of questions, but doesn't want to give any answers. She's sticking her nose in a lot of things, and again is hiding a lot of things. And it's like, this most recent session, it was with Pepper and Axalia, and it's like, we're trying to save Gilligan's Pit, and it's like, from what? We can't tell you. Help us help you.
Yeah.
Who are you? I can't tell you. What are you here for? I can't tell you. Who sent you? I can't tell you. And then, but just trust me. And Lilia can't. And she had to tell, like, Pepper, like, this makes it very hard to trust you when you say you're here for us, you want to help us, but you won't tell us anything. You want us to work with you, but you're not really giving us any reason why. So this shadiness, this dodginess that she has, while still being very much Pepper, because she thinks Pepper is very sweet and very, like, she loves Pepper. But what's annoying her the most, and that's why I feel like it's more of a quality over quantity of annoyingness. Lori's annoying a lot, but Pepper is annoying in a way that's really meaningful, to the point that it's almost annoying feels like it's not the right word. So then it's just kind of like, you know things and you won't tell me, and I don't like that, and if I ask you, you won't tell me, and I don't like that. And it's just, that's the thing that, like, pokes at her brain more than a kid trying to get in your pants when he's way too young to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
When he is a literal child.
Yeah.
He is literally 10.
It's like, you can brush Lori off so many times. Pepper's the kind of annoying that it grips your brain.
Yep.
So,
What are you?
yeah, it's
What
like, what
are
are
you?
you? Why are you here? Some things don't line up.
And she's gonna just be like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just Pepper. I'm just here.
just
You just gotta
Pepper.
trust me. And it's just like, okay. And if I don't,
Well,
you just gonna make a little sad face?
yup.
Yep.
Too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. I don't trust you. Give me my Cheerios.
Get my cereal.
Like a mango.
I have to work tonight. I can't sketch silly doodles because all this is making me want to do is sketch silly doodles of these fucking characters. The Gilligan's Grave crew lives rent free in my goddamn head. Like, as soon as we're done this, that's what I'm gonna go back to doing. Just listening to GG. I'm full serious. But hell yeah, I love it. I love the crew so much. It's for na. Ha ba ba. Okay, we talked about the character creation process with Skarn. How do you personally navigate the character creation process? Where do you start? What's the hardest part for you personally?
In terms of Lilia specifically?
Yeah, I guess so. We can talk about Lilia.
Well, to kind of still answer the question on a broader term and then get specifically to Lilia, I first think of like the types of characters that I've played, and then I think of what I haven't played. And then I think of a concept that I've also not quite done yet, and then think in my head of like things that inspire characters, and then kind of like sift through those little ideas. When it came to Lilia specifically, I really wanted to play a Petal Knight. I really wanted to play a Petal Knight because it gave like big Utena vibes, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to be a freaking sword-wielding flower lesbian. And then Logan was like, don't decide she's a lesbian yet. Let that happen naturally. And I was like, okay. And then I was kind of like, I want to be a bunny. Again. I want to be a bunny again. Because I was a bunny girl a while back. But then I was like, but I want to be more bunny than girl. I want to be a bunny. And then I was like, at the time, I was like, what? And then I was like, at the time, I was like, what haven't I played yet? And the idea for Lilia was to be this very like, you'll notice right away what went in and what didn't. She was supposed to be very, very dreamy, a very romantic, very sweet, and at times soft-spoken. That last one did not happen. That last one did not fucking happen. She just ends up saying her mind. And she was kind of like, I kind of just thought of like this kind of heart of the group sort of ideal. And I was like, I want to go like full girly. Because I also thought it was funny that we're going to be in a series of holes and tunnels where everybody's going to be wearing probably browns and greens and very dirt and plant-centered palettes. And I was like, no, pink, puffy, clouds, pastels. And then like, and then freaking Logan was like, okay, Gilligan's Pit is like a tourist trap, popular vacation spot destination. And I was like, cool, tour guide. Cool, tour guide. And then it was just taking all these puzzle pieces that I picked out of random boxes and trying to mash them all together into what we now have as Lilia. The soft-spoken part, I thought that would happen. That didn't happen.
I get that.
Just as soon again, and I think that's mostly because as soon as I got the vibe from Skarn, it was like, oh, having her be a sweet summer peach isn't gonna happen. She can't be like, Skarn, wake up. We have to go to work. Oh, I just came to wake you up. We have a job today. Like, I wasn't gonna work.
Wake the fuck up! All right. Okay.
That was not. Right. It just eventually I was like, this is not. I was like, Lilia, this man is twice your size. This is not this man.
You're waking a literal giant.
This is not gonna work. As soon as I saw the rest of the party, I was like, oh.
That still messes with me. Why did everyone just happen to be small?
I thought I was gonna be the smallest person in the group. I was like, she's gonna be a little baby soft girl bunny. Nope, she's the second tallest in the group.
Second tallest and tankiest.
I have here. I've put it in the Wits and Crits chat, but we'll see if the GIF loads. But it's not loading. It's being a giant whore. It's this very specific GIF that I sent. Yeah, that I sent Logan when he first showed me the character art. I was like, dog. For those of you watching at home or listening at home, whatever you're doing, it's a very tall person with a child on a leash walking, and it's very accurate to Skarn and the rest of the party.
God, another. I think. Hold on. Here you go. If I put it in the call chat.
Perf.
Tenor is so weird with its freaking gift. You have to go in and actually hit the little link button.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
It's dumb. Honestly, another thing now that I've got the image of Skarn holding the leash, you know that one meme that it shows like the one person and they're holding multiple child leashes and they're like contorted.
That's been my fucking image in my brain, like the image in my brain of y'all's party since day one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, someone's gotta commission this, man. Or someone's gotta draw it.
We gotta get Din to do it.
Oh my god, Din, I'll give you my money. Let's go.
Din has done it before for like other games. It's so good.
Give Din all your money.
Yes.
But hell yeah, I love that. Oh fuck it! No, I've seen this one. That's so good.
Yeah, it's so that Segi can see it too.
Yeah.
and it's really funny because the person holding the leash is also the tallest in the party.
Yeah.
Everyone is tiny.
Like, wah! I love being an itty bitty.
Yeah. So Lilia was definitely supposed to be more akin to a flower sword wielding Disney princess. Now she's Bunny Rapunzel.
Hey, Rapunzel's a Disney princess, so there you go.
I know.
And if you think about it, connected to flowers because of the sunflower. You're welcome.
Yes.
Bit it. I know too much about Tangled.
It's funny because I've never seen it.
We need to fix this. I love that.
I have a trauma story about Tangled. It's actually a funny one, not a sad one.
Oh shit. Okay, we'll talk about that.
I'll tell you it later though.
Yeah, I was like, we'll talk about that.
It's a really silly, dumb story where I'm just like, I don't think I'm destined to watch Tangled.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. All right, bet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask another question. Okay. For justice.
Hey.
Okay. So, got a question for you, for Skarn, if that's cool.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? Does Skarn have any interest in finding out more about his birth parents? How was life growing up with his adopted family?
I feel like Skarn's want to find out more about his birth parents turned less into the want for the birth parents and more into a want to get out of the pits in general. I feel like growing up as like this literal giant, like his dad being the guy who also ran the temper and everything, taught him every part of being, real disciplined and all this stuff, and kind of wasn't going to sugarcoat the fact that he was adopted, because let's be real, I don't think Skarn was I don't think he's gonna be dumb and just be like,
what? He didn't think he
hey
was
mom,
Caviata.
I came from you. Yeah, so it was pretty early on that Skarn was like, hey, what's going on?
I can just
Yeah,
imagine a weird like young Skarn going to his mom and be like, Mom, am I adopted? And it's like, honey, why would you ever ask that? And then he just looks at all his siblings. Just a guess.
Just a hunch.
Just a hunch.
Skarn in a diaper just sitting there, but his legs are surrounding the rest of his family.
no, it's just had a hunch.
This
No
is
reason.
just a hunch, you know.
Something just tells me I'm a little bit different from the rest of the family.
Yeah, so it's pretty like the story of his parents were given to him very early on of like they were a couple of just folks who just wanted to come to the pits on two random people who would come to the pits on vacation, got together, got hitched, stayed in the pits for a real long time and had this child and were too creeped out about it and ran, leaving it on them. So he's like, oh, well, fuck those guys. I don't give a shit about them.
I had an epiphany until I was like, wait a minute, never mind.
Mm.
Are you Ichiban from Like a Dragon?
Shut up. You're not
Then I was
supposed to
like, wait a
know. You're not
then I
supposed
And then I was like, wait a minute, he was born in a soapland and his mom was there. So never
His
mind.
mom was there, though, yeah.
His mom was there. But close.
Close to it, but like kind of... I was playing Infinite Wealth when I was thinking about this, okay? So it might have been in there a little bit.
I mean, that's the thing, is like some of what you're like playing or like currently like invested in, if you are creating a character around that time, some of that is likely to bleed in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or if you just have like a very specific love of something, it might
God.
make its way in there.
It'll be there.
Yep.
It'll always be there.
Because OCs
Watching.
come from you.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
But hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Ask another one. Do. It's for both of you. The dice really like 3s and 4s today, apparently.
Oh.
Okay. I was just reading what questions we have. Okay. Alright. So I know nothing about this because I'm not caught up, so y'all can fill in the blanks for me.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry. That tickled me. Did what the priest said about no one ever leaving the town bother you at all? Do you think there is something more sinister going on in your home besides the recent events with whatever this cult is?
Yes.
Possibly.
Internal Skarn, when he said that, had a little revelation of, wait a minute. I've been out of my family's house for like 10 years now. Why haven't I just up and left?
Well, that also is a thing where it's like, that's something that like I didn't quite super think about it until someone decided to ask a question pointing it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's like Lilia learned, which I feel like she would have known at least a little bit, but she fully learned, at least in terms I learned, that her dad came from outside, met his mom, and his mom is a Gilligan's Pit native, and they got married, and he's been here ever since, and that's been his life.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like the fact that here Lilia is supposedly looking for, waiting for somebody, and yet it never occurs to her, or at least if it did, never for too long. Why not just go out and find him?
Yeah.
And like something just doesn't quite make her go. So with that in mind, it's like, no one ever leaves. It's like Saun also. He's been here since the incident, but he just won't leave. But it's like, when you really think about it, there's no reason for him to stay. He came to look for something. He didn't find it. And he feels a little bit bad. He feels a little bit bad, but it's like that doesn't keep someone for 10 years here, like freaking freeloading in the church.
Yup.
So that's the thing where it's just like, oh, is something actually keeping people here? And if so, to what extent does it keep people here? Does it just make it so that they don't think about leaving? Does it make them think like the outside is bad, or like to what degree is it? We don't we don't know that yet because I know our characters have just mostly been like, oh, we just didn't think about it, or, you know, what if I leave and he comes back, or, you know, just whatever. But what if there was a little more to it than just those thoughts? Maybe it expanded on those thoughts until you reached a point of, I'll just stay.
Yeah.
So,
because like I've in the mind kind of logicked it out to like Skarn really is kind of just dedicated to his family and dedicated to like keeping the upper pits like relatively safe and everything with his weird ass patrols. So maybe that's the reason why he's justifying it in his own head, but like at the same time it's like, bro, the upper pits are pretty safe.
yeah.
Your family's got a burgeoning business. You're good. Leave.
Yeah.
You can peace out whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like with Lilia, it's like, again, it's like, what if he comes back? But also like, oh, but what if like my family loses a provider? And it's like, you can send the money when you're out doing adventures that might cost more than what you make at the BBT. Like, just because you leave doesn't mean you're not making money, and it doesn't mean you can't send those funds to them. Like, freaking, if my mom can hold my money in Pokemon, I can send my goddamn money to freaking my man in the pits. So, but yeah, it's those things that it's just like, is it just excuses and copium, or is something actually going on here? Yeah.
And the cult's weird. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They got some weird stuff going on. I haven't found the connection yet. But
or even just the reason why keep everybody here? Why? For what?
What's going on?
Why keep people here and keep new people from leaving? Why? Unless
what are we trapping here? Is there like an energy?
Watch there be just like a big freaking spell circle under Gilligan's Pits, and all the freaking latch temples are like a point in this weird pentagrammy star, and we're all just gonna blow up and die like the fucking basilica in Game of Thrones.
See,
I have not seen Game of Thrones.
I've not seen Game of Thrones outside of season 1. My thought... Logan's gonna crucify me for this one. My thought with you saying that, and I know fuck all, dog. My thought was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah,
no.
Pretty much kind of going that way, but Full Metal wasn't coming. It's just like we're just gonna freaking just set everything ablaze. We're actually sitting on a ritual circle.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna
That's
pull
what I've been like,
Ishval.
why are we on this? Why are we being Ishval? I don't like this.
Yeah, I was like, this feels like Ishval. But
God.
Logan, I love you so much, buddy. But it's I don't know what the fuck is going on, but with what Anna said, pointing at Anna, it's not me. I don't get it, man. That was my first fucking thought. But hells yeah. Yeah, it's, from what I do know, like, just from, like, listening to the campaign, it's like, damn, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah.
But I do find that interesting that it's like your characters find ways to rationalize not leaving. And I'm so curious what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna start a conspiracy board of my own. I'm not even in this campaign.
Red lines.
You joke, Seki.
The moment I hear the word ley line at any point, at the moment I hear ley line and Latch Temple said in the same sentence, I'm gonna assume we're getting Ishvald.
Yeah. No, you text me if that happens.
Literally in game, all I hear is just a phone come up.
He said it. The ley lines form a weird fucking star. We're all gonna fucking die.
We're gonna fucking die.
We're getting Ishvald. The Ishvald initiative is activated.
Watch me
They're gonna
forget.
create the Philosopher's Stone.
Bro, my Final 14 head ass, you said ley lines, and I'm like Black Mage? Oh my god, I'm rotted. Oh, I want to play so bad. Anyway, thank you for your wonderful answer.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. It's for Anyanya.
Wow.
Hey, Segi.
Huh?
1 or 2?
2.
Cool. So Lilia,
B.
what was Lilia's childhood like outside of the incident that led to her becoming a pedal knight? We haven't met her brother. What's their relationship like? So, like, what was life like growing up for sweet Lilia, and what's kind of her relationship with her brother, or at least her perception of her relationship with him?
So I only have, like, the blurb that Logan gave me about my brother, or about Lilia's brother. I had a preconceived notion in my head, and I even was like, when Logan asked about the family, I'd actually even put, like, her brother might be a bard, might be a bit of a tavern hopper, might be a bit of a smooth, like, flirty person. And then I got something completely different from Logan. And to be fair, I was also like, nothing has to be final, but that's where my head is going with how her brother Romero might be. Got something completely different. So now I'm kind of wondering, because yeah, we haven't seen him yet. So now I'm just as in the dark as you guys. Right now, I'm thinking he might be one of those very, like, tired individuals that obviously really cares about his family because he's working himself to the bone. But also probably because Lilia's dad is pretty much just Big Chungus. And, like, the only stern one is the mum. And then you have, like, the 3 triplets. And I feel like Lilia takes a bit more part of the goofiness side of her dad. So I feel like her brother is going to be a bit more like her mom. And I feel like he's going to be, like, a very, obviously very caring, very brotherly, nurturing character. But also you best get off this fucking bullshit before I fucking pound, like, beat the shit out of you. God damn it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be, like, a very stern but caring and very, very fucking tired older brother. Like a very done with your shit, but I love you older brother. And I would say childhood-wise, I think she's always been relatively really close with her family. She's always been, again, very cheerful, very dreamy, very romantic. And I think it's been a very idyllic life until, like, she met her prince. And, like, now that's all she talks about and cares about.
I'm so curious about that. Like, I'm of two minds with, it's like, here's kind of my idea of what their relationship is, and then getting something completely different. I'm like, the reason I say I'm of two minds is because it's like, on one hand, that's really fun to, like, role play with when you kind of, it's like, oh, this is what I thought, because it kind of can play into that, like, how siblings kind of have a preconceived notion about each other in some ways, where it's like, oh, this is how you are in my head, but, like, as you get older, you're like, oh, that's not you at all. But in other times, it's like, okay, so this is entirely different, so I have to kind of rework my brain a little bit to, like, almost not, I guess, rationalize that and, like, kind of work it into how I'm, like, intending to come in with this character. The reason I say intending is I don't like to say planning, especially in D&D.
Yeah.
It's like, I have the intention of doing this,
The
but
intention
we'll
and
see where it goes.
Yeah, don't plan shit. That's the best way to make sure the exact opposite happens. It's like jinxing yourself.
Yeah, do not plan in D&D. Don't plan scenes. I will die on this hill. This is
absolutely.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Now,
because it will fight you. If you plan a scene, it will fight you. So just let it rock, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
You can plant the seeds here and there, but don't go out of your way to make it happen. I was gonna say, we haven't seen the brother yet, and while I don't think he would be an important player in anything, if he gets art and he's hot, I'm gonna fucking commit Sudoku, because
I'm gonna sit for your brother.
I can't do this. I can't do this. I already have another game where my brothers are hot. I can't do this.
You're like, I can't Zelda again, please.
I can't Zelda again. With the Zelda, I set myself up for that one because I designed them. I designed them and I purposefully made them hot. And then when I got the final art, I was like, I've made a mistake.
I fucked up.
And this one, it's like, I don't have any control other than like their name. And I'm like, Logan, please don't make him important. Please don't make him.
You're like, I will not survive.
Don't get art. Don't make my brother hot. I'm not a furry, but don't make a hot rabbit, please. He's gonna do it now.
He's gonna do it. Logan, no! No, Logan!
No.
Don't do it! Hayden would hate that.
Fucking dude that's walking in the beach with the din 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 that music, but he's like, he's not fucking ready. He's like, oh, pretend fall, oh. Fuck.
You've doomed yourself, fam.
I probably have.
I love it. Man. Well, beautiful. Well, hot brothers aside, I'm gonna ask another question. For both of you, speaking of roleplay and things like that we were getting into, have you ever had an attempt at RP fall flat, and what was that like? And I'll add an extra part of that, and were you able to save it in some way?
I don't know. I yes and everything. So even when it does fail, if I'm like, oh, there was a bit I was going for, I just kind of flip it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think about it too far.
I think that's honestly a great approach. What about you, Anna?
I want to say that I'm thankful and pretty darn fortunate that I have been around such wonderful tables that the only time I can recall these moments happening, and I won't go into detail because they do go into more not fun to talk about stuff, where my train of thought, choo-choo. Okay, so I'm very fortunate to have been around so many like wonderful, enthusiastic people that this has almost never happened. And the instance that it did happen, things fell flat because the player very clearly no longer wanted to be in the table. And when I think about some of the times where I was like, I think we did well, it turns out they didn't enjoy it. And then when it came to the times where it was like, uh-oh, we're somewhat flatlining here, I tried to like do things and it seemed like it worked, but it was like, this moment, this is as far as we're getting. And then there was the once in a while where it was like, yes, we saved the moment, we had fun, let's go. But no, I think aside from that one specific person, I've been very fortunate that this has not been really much of an issue. If anything, I feel like I'm the person that like has to be like, oh no, it's falling flat because of me. They have to save it because of me. But I try so hard not to be that person. So like maybe I am doing a better job than I give myself credit for. But
I'm agreeing with you. You're very good.
I love role-playing so much. It's so fun to get into a character and just kind of like let yourself be taken away from it, from like letting it all fly. That like if there's ever a time where it's like I'm not in the roleplay anymore, something is such a buzzkill that I'm not in character. Like I thankfully have never had that happen enough that it's like, yeah, I've been very, very lucky. Only one person has been that.
Oh yeah, but it's also like, it's like what you said. We're all surrounded by such talented role players and such wonderful people who all want to be there. And that's the best energy. When someone matches your energy or like yes ands you, or it's like, oh, you throw this out and they can like bounce off you and match it. It's so good. And like when you lose yourself in the role play, that's how you know you're with a good fucking table. And I have always felt that like with our tables here. So
yeah, there have been moments where like my character gets emotional and starts crying, and then I start crying, like legitimately blubbering and tears and everything. And then at the end, I'm like, oh damn, that was great, guys.
Oh my god, I did the same ish. It's like, am I crazy? Nah, I'm just acting, baby.
No, it just comes out, and then it's like, hell yeah, thanks guys. And then they'll be like, oh my god, that moment was so good. And I was like, yeah, no, I was actually crying. Like that was me and them. This was a joint.
We were crying.
We were crying.
This was a team effort.
Team effort.
Team is the fake person in my brain.
I'm playing my part.
I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, no, I love those moments, and there have been like a good. I'm so like. I love those games where like the character gets so emotional that I actually do start crying. It's so fucking good. And I'm so thankful that I've had at least 5 of those moments in the many times that I've been playing games. I've had a good handful of times that I'm just like, yes. That's how I know I love it, because I'm just like, I'm crying.
I'm right there with you. Hells yeah. What we got? 2 more questions.
Oh.
1 for each of y'all. So I'm gonna roll the dice, and we're gonna see who is for. Is for Justice.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being on my show. Oh, my husband's
of
screaming
course.
in the background. Shocking everyone, I'm sure.
As he does.
As he does, as he's wont to do. So Justice, how did the crew convince you to get in on this crazy ride? How were you convinced to join Nat 19 for Gilligan's Grave?
Okay, so it's been a long con by you guys, slowly but surely infiltrating yourself into my life more and more through just dragging me into more and more random streams and videos and things, and just, hey, come on over here and join. Hey, oh, you see Nat 19 over there? Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, join. Oh, get Nat 19 over there. And I was like, I know, I see it. I know, I'm not foolish. I know, I can see the signs. I understand when I'm being pulled into a, group. But eventually, Braden was just like, hey, you're gonna be in it eventually. Make it one of these times. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'll join you at some point. She was, what? you serious? And I was like, yeah, at some point. All right, I'm down. Just let me know when are you guys doing another campaign. And she's like, apparently you guys were setting this up.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
I bet.
I've committed myself. Well, might as well.
I don't even remember how you wound up just joining the Discord. I think you just got added.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think we just thought you were cool, and Braden knew you, and we're like, oh yeah, no, we like Segi. And then you started like occasionally popping into mine and Braden's Chaos Crew streams, and now you're stuck here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't leave. That's how Nat 19 works. I should know.
Yeah, I guess.
Bitch, I was supposed to be a guest 4 years ago.
I used to say I don't go here.
Things now. Yeah.
It even became like a brief meme where it was like, yeah, she doesn't go here. And then it was like after a while, it was like, oh yeah, she goes here.
She goes here. And she can't leave.
Yep.
And she can't go.
She can't. She goes here forever.
She goes.
They changed the
she's
locks
a t-shirt.
Yep.
Slay.
Kylo, chill, dog. Sorry,
No.
the cat outside was like, wow.
Embrace chaos, cat. It is time.
He got lost. Sometimes
He
gets
got
a little,
lost.
Sometimes he gets a little confused when no one's around and he cries about it. Or he uses the litter box and then cries about it. Because cats are idiots.
At least mine have each other. They're idiots with each other from time to time. That's all I got. Wow, I heard that one.
Kylo, you're fine. You're fine. I'll open the door in like 10 minutes, dog. Chill. Please. Let me in, parent. Gosh. I don't know where I'm going with this fucking voice. Anyway, but to wind it back from the sillies, I'm genuinely so happy that you're like finally in a campaign, and I hope you're having a real good time. I'm having a good time
fun.
listening to you.
I've been enjoying myself.
I'm glad. Very glad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last question is for Anna. The question is, how'd you get so cute? This is a question from Hayden. I'm asking it right now. I'm going off book.
Like Lilia?
You're like, deflect? Like Lilia?
Like, huh? What?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I don't know how I got here.
Like, I was born like this, bro. I don't know.
It just kind of happens. I kind of go with the gut sometimes. Sometimes I do a think and do a thunk, and then I do a thing. I do a think, I do a thunk, I do a thing. That is the process. I trust it. It sometimes gets results. A good chunk of the time it gets results.
I'd say it works out.
Yeah.
Well, I inspired another question. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead, BB.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I was just like, I think it. Oh, what was I gonna say? Like I said, the choo train's gone.
It has left the station.
It's gone.
Well, I have another train with a question on it pulling up. Choo choo.
Ooh.
To Anna, with everything the sexy, sad priest man told Lilia, I don't know what he talked about, so do inform me. I don't know what that sexy, sad priest man told Lilia about it. So everything that the sexy, sad priest man told Lilia, do you have any theories about his so-called curse or the mysterious grave?
Man, Lilia was really riding on the fact that he would know something. So now that he doesn't, it's like, how do you go about this? Because again, her family doesn't know anything about this mysterious grave, and right now she feels like she's kind of been sent on like a weird goose chase, because it's just like Sa'un appears and he's like, "Oh, you don't know about this grave? Oh, that's sad. You should probably ask your parents about that." And then she's like, "Okay, so like, Mom, Dad, what's with the freaking nameless grave? Oh, you guys don't know? Hey, Sa'un, they don't know. Oh, that sucks. Maybe we're just gonna... It really sucks that they didn't want to explain to you about the thing." What thing? The...
Real.
Come again? Come again? What was that? Can you say it just a little slower? Oh, you know the... Oh, okay, we're playing that fucking game. Okay, cool, thanks.
So real.
So, right now she kind of doesn't know where to start with that, because it's like, she definitely tried to play up a little bit of her charm to at least be like, can I even trust this guy? But even then, it's like, what is this curse that is so damn specific that you needed to come to Gilligan's Pit to look for something that nobody here even knows about, and if anybody does know about it, they're not gonna fucking talk, and like, it's not knowing where to start. It's being told to look for treasure and not even being given a map.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's almost an information fetch quest at this point.
Yeah, it's so broad and murky that I don't know where she doesn't know where the starting point is. So she's kind of trying to see if she can find or sniff out or even just bump into something that's like, oh, that might have something to do with maybe the thing Sa'un said. Because again, it's like, if this Latch Temple thing is supposedly relatively unknown, and whatever the hell Sa'un can't talk about is so meant to be a secret, it's like, how do you even go about asking for that? Nobody knows what a Latch Temple is. I can't even hear what he says because he comes with a censor bar. So like
legitimately.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, like he was literally trying to explain something to us, and then it felt like time slowed down to a crawl. His mouth would move and we'd hear nothing, and then he would finish what he was saying, and then it was like, what? Oh. Like, it was like it's a...
It's just like you can't hear what he said.
Yeah. And then it was... Yeah. So I use the censor beep as a closest next best thing. But yeah, no, it's like he opens his mouth, time stops, he opens it, fast forward to now the exact moment. Like, it's so weird. So it's like, I need to first find out what it is he can't fucking say. And it's that thing too where it's like, once we realized it was like, hey, come again? Sa'un, what did you just say? He was like, oh, I guess I can't say it here either. And it's like,
oh, come on.
Huh? And then, well, I'm not gonna spoil the next part. And then something else happened, and it was like, wow, Scar, and how do you feel waking up to that?
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
So there's a part where she's not even sure, like, that she wants to trust Sa'un. Mm-hmm. Because again, like, when we first saw him, it was like, oh, he's kind of familiar, but why is he like...
Why he over there on my graves?
Well, that too, but there was something that Logan specifically pointed out, and maybe this is just me latching onto it because Lilia would latch onto it.
Temples.
Why did seeing this guy for some reason recall memory of the prince? Because I, the player, have the prince's art. I know what the prince looks like. But Lilia is like, her memory is kind of foggy on what this man looks like. She remembers specific features and what he doesn't look like. But something about Sa'un, who, again, I will say, they're not the same person. You look at Poe's pictures aside and you're like, these are different people. And yet this guy is like, something about this guy reminds you of the prince.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's where it's like, but why though? But why? What are you hiding?
What are you hiding? Who are you?
Is it just a wig?
What is it, the braids?
Or did you get extensions? Or did you grow out your hair?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? But yeah. So there's... It's so freaking murky. She doesn't even know where to start. So right now she's kind of like, I might have to just wait very impatiently until something jumps out and it's like, maybe that's connected. Right now, literally talking to Sa'un isn't going to give us anything. He's so... He speaks in riddles, or doesn't, or can't. So,
yep.
It's like a Rubik's Cube with the pieces missing.
Interesting. Okay. I'm about it. You know me, I'm obsessed with a good D&D mystery that makes my brain just buzz forever. So I cannot wait to catch up so then I can just brain rot about it and be like, I'm not gonna tell my theories to the other players because I don't want to influence you, but now it's gonna have me laying on my floor at 3 a.m. just thinking about it. And that's the best kind of D&D in my opinion. Is if I am up thinking about it, the DM's doing something right. Which has been every single campaign I've ever been in. like between Nat 19 and like other stuff that I've been doing recently. I'm like, well, this is my personality now, huh? Hells yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your wonderful personalities with me. That is all the questions we have for today. So I appreciate y'all being on, and welcome to the Higgity Heckin' Show, Justice. I appreciate having you here. Thanks for joining in on the weird. So, with that said, why don't you go ahead and promote your fine selves? We can start with na.
You can find me at pretty much anything where Squeaky Chionas are sold. Specifically Squeaky Chiona. I'm the only one that has that name. Yep, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all that. Squeaky Chiona. That's me.
Go watch all of Squeaky's streams. They're so fun. Squeaky is my
I talk
favorite
so
streamer.
much.
I know, and I love it.
I yap so much.
Yeah, you're my favorite yapper.
It means a lot, actually.
Oh,
Freaking! Don't think I didn't look back at your stream and when you rated me. You're like one of my besties, and I'm like,
yeah, bitch. I'm like, what is one of my besties? I love you so fucking much, Anna. The amount that I tell people it's my show. I can gush at you all I want. It's my goddamn show. Nah, you're one of my favorite humans, and I'm so fucking glad that you're here, Beach.
I love you.
I love you.
Seggy, plug yourself.
But yeah. Yeah, go ahead and shamelessly about yourself, buddy.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Segi, with a VA after it. That's me on the internet. That's it. That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. I mean, it's not incorrect, so yeah.
I mean, technically, if that's the tweet, it has an underscore in between. But you'll find that out eventually. Just Google it. Don't Google it. Actually,
go watch Segi on Twitch. Segi's very fun.
Yeah.
We like Segi.
he's real chill vibes. I love it.
That's why
it's like a radio show, but
It's true.
I'm randomly screaming about a video game in the background.
Yeah, it's a screaming radio show.
Yeah.
That's our favorite.
It's not ASMR. You will not be able to chill like that there, but you will be calmed down. Maybe. I don't know, man.
Have you considered doing it?
No.
I don't watch ASMR.
I actively
I've had enough
not like vocal ASMR.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's fair. It's not for everybody. Says the
It
one that
doesn't
also
make
does it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't do well for me.
Yeah, it's valid. Anyway, you know what else is valid? All of our other shows. So if you guys want this is the energy for today. I'm so about it. So if you teenies want more Nat 19, because obviously why wouldn't you? Oh, I need to update this. Cutie Cult's dead. We buried it. It's in the ground.
Oh.
Yep.
So I'm gonna adjust this on the fly. So if y'all want more Nat 19, you can tune in Tuesday through Saturday. Monday doesn't exist anymore. That day, we threw it in the trash. It's out the window.
They gotta stop having that day.
Throwing the cool kids along with them too.
Yeah, so I'll update more as things come out. So currently, it used to be Monday through Wednesday for gaming streams. Now it is Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or every second Wednesday we have our gaming streams. Tuesday is the cool kids, which is Cody, Maddie, and Eric. And then Wednesdays, alternating with Wits and Crits, we have Chaos Crew, which is myself and Braden Alexander. And then for Thursdays, we have Princes of the Apocalypse every second Thursday. Why? Because we only have one more DMS. One more.
And then we have
Devils
DMS
Might
2,
Surrender.
Electric Boogaloo!
And then we have maybe New Game Plus. Please, gimme.
We gotta do Dante Must Die mode.
Yes, bro, you get it. Please, you can't take my Fio away from me like this. I don't want to let her go. Please, no, you can't take her from me. But yeah, so Tuesdays we have Cool Kids. Wednesdays we have Chaos Crew and Wits and Crits alternating. Thursdays we have Prince of the Apocalypse, which is DM'd by our wonderful Aaron Robert Parnell. We have one more Devils Might Surrender coming up, which by the time this comes out on the YouTubes, it'll be our last week, which is Crazy Cupcakes. I hate that. That makes me sad. But then Saturdays, we have our newest show, Gilligan's Grave. So make sure you tune in for Gilligan's Grave on Saturdays. You can get these two lovely folks being incredible role players and players in general. So get your GG wherever you get your GGs. And if you're interested in our merchandise or you want to know more about our team, you can visit our website at nat19show.com. That is nat19show.com. So thank you, teenies, so much for watching, and we will see you next week for whoever I have on. I'm not looking at my schedule, so I don't remember. You'll find out whenever I post the questionnaire. I know, right? I'm really good at this podcast host thing, man.
Let's go.
Anyway,
You're doing great. You're doing phenomenal.
Thanks, buddy. All right, we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.